Hey guys, Brady here. So welcome back to another video, and excuse me. Whew. This the thing that I'm about to say right now is kind of a controversial opinion. It's gonna hurt some of you, and I don't intend to hurt any of you. I don't intend to be offensive or anything like that. But I don't like Seth Rogen. Now that you're done shooting me with your imaginary AK-47s, let me explain. Okay, I don't hate Seth Rogen as a person, but let's start with the positives. He's a very cool person. He's a very cool celebrity in the world. He's done a lot of good in the world of cinema, like Superbad, for instance. He didn't have the starring role, but he was in it. Um, and Pineapple Express, he had a starring role in that, but I have not seen that movie, so I can't really comment on it. I've heard it's good, and I've also heard that the one of the movies that he had a hand in making, the Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem animated film, is actually been quite well received. I heard it's pretty good. Yeah, and yeah, and I think I don't think it was a direct call out, but I think he mentioned something at like an award show that was related to Chris Brown and like related to Chris Brown, but not necessarily. He's like, you can beat somebody up at the Grammys, and they're like, you cannot perform or something like that. I don't think that was a direct callback, but if it was, that's dedication. That really is a true feat. And yeah, he also played Donkey Kong in the Mario movie, and that's all you need to know. With that said, I don't get his formula, and I think I fully fully understood why I didn't understand his formula when I watched Sausage Party on Netflix. Now, Sausage Party, I do not like it. It is not good. It's one of the worst animated films of the 2010s. And if you have a different opinion, that's fine. If you like it, that's fine. I can totally get why people like the Superbad style of humor. I mean, Superbad was not a Superbad was not a bad movie. It wasn't, but it's clear that it was kind of a retread of Superbad. I mean, you get people like Danny McBride and Edward Norton and the same people that he worked with in Superbad, apparently, and Salma Hayek is in Sausage Party too, someone else who I don't entirely like. But even I know that some people like Salma Hayek are not supposed to be in Sausage Party. There's no way they should be. Ugh. And yeah, Sausage Party is not good. But it wasn't until at the very beginning of this year when I watched a certain film that truly solidified why I don't like Seth Rogen's formula. And that movie is 2014's Neighbors. Neighbors, yes. In case you couldn't hear me the first time. Now, Neighbors has a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, which means it's pretty good. If you like it, I am not going to hold that against you. You can like what you guys want to like. I mean, for Christ's sake, you guys probably liked The Boy Called Christmas, and even I shat on that movie quite a lot. And yeah, Neighbors, I can see people liking. I can totally see what they gather from it that I couldn't. But I don't like it. It's noisy, it's loud, pretentious, unfunny. It's listen, I've got a very specific fine line when it comes to bad humor. I'm not going to go into it, but let me just say right now, the 2010s were a very bad a decade for comedies, like Daddy's Home and Grown Ups. You guys remember those films? I'm sure you do, and I'm sure you regret me bringing them up. Now, sometimes when that formula works, I can't think of any of them that have worked, but I'm sure there are some out there. Neighbors is just not one of them. It's the first movie that I managed to watch all the way through this year, and I'm going to talk about it. And in of course, my abridged style of reviewing. Let's dive in. So the movie stars, of course, Seth Rogen, who is a father, married to some unknown Australian or British actress, and they have a child. And they live in a lovely suburban home. Seems okay enough so far, right? Yeah, this formula has been done much better over the years, or over the past few years, but you know, it's so-so. Until a college frat comes in. This is the first problem with the movie. Pairing up a suburban family next to a frat. And the frat is led by national beefcake and pure girl magnet himself, Zac Efron. Now, I don't hate Zac Efron. He's a fine celebrity as far as I'm concerned. He was in the Baywatch remake, which I didn't find to be that offensive. You know, the one with The Rock. And he also has a brother in the film, Dave Franco. Now, here's an actor that I don't entirely understand. Dave Franco is annoying. I mean, the only things that I liked him in were the Disaster Artist and the Lego Ninjago movie. That's the kind of stigma that I'm going with Dave Franco. I don't get him either. I mean, but once again, much like Salma Hayek and Sausage Party, even I know he shouldn't be in this film. You're wasting talent. And I hate when people waste talent. That's why Grown Ups exists. And Daddy's Home. It wastes Will Ferrell and Adam Sandler, who I know can be funny people. And Seth Rogen, too. I know he can be funny, too. But let's get back to the movie. They move in. It's like, bros, we're going to have the best year ever. We've had perfect years throughout the entire 7 million semesters. Dude, you guys are a frat. You guys are such maniacs. And then they sing Higher by Creed as their main anthem. Whenever, okay, I'm not gonna knock. Okay, of course I'm gonna knock Creed, and of course I'm gonna knock Creed. They're a terrible band, but Higher, in my opinion, that's their most okay song. And even I know that you shouldn't be making that as your main anthem. And then they chant, "Can you take me higher?" And it's like, no, sir. Bad. And then Seth Rogen's like, "What's going on outside? I wonder who these new neighbors are. Let's go greet them." And then they have a party with the frat brothers, not to be confused with the Krat brothers. My work here is done. Thank you, everybody. I'll be here all night. So they have a party. They get drunk and they leave their child at the house, and it's like bad parenting. I don't like it. But the aftermath is something completely different. It's like, you guys could keep partying as long as you tone it down just a little bit. And it's like, okay, bro. Well, I promise, indeed. And then they don't turn it down, and then Seth Rogen's like, "Okay, you've crossed the line, buddy. I'm gonna call the police." And the frat boys specifically said, "Don't call the police," and they do. And it's like, dude, I thought I knew you better. It's time to fight. And then the entire movie, the rest of the entire movie is just dedicated to them being like, "Screw you," or "fuck you," or something like that. It's like a battle of pranks and nonsense. It's like, dude, frat boys for life, or something like that. And then Seth Rogen's like, "No, I do not approve of this." And then they have a meeting with like the college council girl, and it's like, "These guys have had enough deductions, but I think we should," and then she keeps talking about headlines. It's not a funny joke, okay? I'm not. You can already tell that I'm not liking this movie. And the movie goes on and on and on about how they hate each other and all that jazz. And then Dave Franco starts to realize something. Maybe the whole brotherhood is not working out. And this is directly after they have another party where Seth and his wife sneak in. And it's like, all right, it's time to... I don't think they roofie someone else, but it's like, they try to make Zac Efron and Dave Franco violate the bro code by being like, "Oh, you touched his dick, dude. That's not cool. What are you talking about?" That's my impression of Dave Franco. Dad. See, I liked him more in the Lego Ninjago movie. As Lloyd, the Green Ninja. See my Lego Ninjago movie review if you care to watch cringe. Or don't. It's your decision. And then the next morning, the battle keeps going on. To the point where Zac Efron just blatantly goes up to his front porch to say "fuck you," and that's literally it. It's like, dude, and then it's like he gives two middle fingers. It's like, okay, dude, we get it. You guys are a frat and you hate the suburban family. I get the concept, okay? How many writers made this movie again? I don't care to look up right now. Oh, jeez. Is there a glare outside the window? I don't care. I'm about to finish up this review anyways. It's a 10-minute video. It's about neighbors. Nobody needs a detailed analysis about this film. It's my abridged style of review, much like the Care Bears movie. It wasn't a complete review, but whatever. Back to the topic. And then Dave Franco is like, maybe this is not working out. Maybe we are being too mean. And then Zac Efron's like, do you want to be part of this frat or not, bro? But that's not actually how they talk. But come on, it's a frat. You can, if you ever so kindly would like to watch Neighbors, it's probably on DVD and Netflix somewhere. Just the fact that Neighbors once shared the streaming service as both Total Drama and She-Ra and the Princesses of Power is absolutely horrendous. Because I'd rather be watching both of those shows than watching Neighbors. And then the final battle commences. And yes, there is a final battle where they get another one of their friends to come in and say the N-word, like unintentionally. It's like he does a Barack Obama impression. It's like, it's like peace, and it's like, okay, dude, you're making me uncomfortable. Admittedly, that is quite silly though. And then they do like the whole super spy mission and all that. It's like, and he distracts the other frat brothers. Is like, come on, we need to scout out who this is. And then Seth Rogen has a fight with Zac Efron, and then the wife tries to set off some fireworks to prove that they're having a too big of a party, and then the police catch them, and then that's presumably the end of the film. But no. Now Dave Franco is gonna become a more studious student, which good for him. I mean, this could set up the sequel, which there was a sequel. Maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. And it's like, all right, well, the frat's over. Maybe it's time that we move on to our better things. And then then Zac Efron becomes a male model an outdoor male model for Abercrombie and Fitch. It's like, or Abercrombie and Fitch. And then Seth Rogen's like, hey, what's up, bro? And then they have the shakes, and it's like, maybe I could do that too. And then he takes off his shirt, and then it's like, haha, it's a very funny moment. Or at least a very wholesome, humorous moment. And that's the end of the movie. Good thing it ended on a, fine, okay, joke. Too bad the rest of the movie's complete garbage. Now again, 78% is completely fine. I'm totally fine with it having 78%. I mean, after watching the movie, I would have presumed no, but then again, I don't know. I mean, for goodness sake, I have to watch two animated movies after that to keep my brain in check. Both those animated films being Kung Fu Panda 3 and Teen Titans Go to the Movies. You can clearly see how my movie watching prowess goes. But Neighbors is not good. And if you want to say it is good, that's totally up to you. It's just not my thing. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Some other time maybe, but not tomorrow. And I'll be on my way out. Sayonara, peeps. Take care. Sorry if this was a short video than usual. Bye.